afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Mauston, Wisconsin, and it is Game 3 for Columbus Catholic here in Mauston this afternoon. Game 3 of 3. This will be the final one. The girls are going to come home. Spent the night at the water park last night. Went down some slides. Maggie Callahan drank too much pool water. Got a little sick, but she's in the lineup today, and we are just about ready to go here. It is Merrill and Columbus Catholic, now 3 for 3. The visiting team, Coach Troy Zimmerman has lost all 3 coin tosses here in Mauston. So fortunately for Troy, probably not a casino stop on the way home, because if there is, he's got bad luck. Don't go. Jason Zaleski here. Welcome aboard, everybody, here in Mauston. Sierra Daringer at the dish. And Daringer will start us off with a base hit as she rips that one to right field. Sierra Daringer, Sam Casperson, Haley Zimmerman, Akusa Yaboa, Shelby Spada, Sienna Adler, Matea Schlafke, Raya Daringer, and Caitlin Casperson. Your batting order here today. Maggie Callahan at second base and not in the batting order. Maybe to do with the bad pool water she drank. I didn't ask her that part. That's the story here. Sam Casperson in for Merrill. Danny Schilke pitching. We take a look at Danny in the white visor. Front and center, right through the mesh netting. This one is hit over towards short. Taylor-made double play if they can get the throw over, but shortstop there. Sophie Wendorf a little bit slow getting the ball out of her mitts, so the 6U will erase Daringer. Casperson will take her place on the fielder's choice at first. That'll bring up today's pitcher, Haley Zimmerman. Today's Columbus Catholic starting pitcher, I should say. Haley Zimmerman. But thanks, everybody, for tuning in today. Down, that is a stolen base by Sam Casperson. She stole the base. She advanced a base without the ball being put in play. Stolen base. That's right. Yeah, or before. You can steal it before the pitcher pitches. If you're that risky, why not? So everybody's learning the rules of softball and baseball today. Strike called to Zimmerman. There's a lot to know. And I don't know how I got to my level of knowledge, just being around for a long time. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 out in the inning. Ball and 2 strikes to Zimmerman. Danny Schilke in the circle for the Blue Jays. Riser is high. In and out of the mitt of Katie Heckendorf. Casperson stays on the bag at second. So no stolen base. She returned back to the base. The field is nice. It's all turf. From tip to tail, turf fields here in Mauston and in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll get to that in a minute. Another one grounded, another chance for Wendorf. Long throw across and got her by a half a step. So Zimmerman's retired on the 6-3 put out. On the throw, Casperson advances to third base. On the throw. Well, timeout can be called after the ball is dead. So Akusa Yaboa now at the plate. Runner on third is Casperson. Yeah, ball in hand. You can call for a timeout. Umpire's discretion to grant you that timeout or not. And then the base runners freeze at the base they're on at that point until we're put back in play. Yaboa, a hard grounder. And another 6-3 put out for Sophie Wendorf. Wendorf accounts for all 3 of the putouts as Columbus leaves 1 stranded, 1 hit in the inning. And that is not the score on the scoreboard. It'll be Merrill coming to bat right after this on Zaleski Sports.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business. And I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
Back here to Mauston as we get ready for the Merrill home half of the first inning. Again, Jason Zaleski here to guide you through today's broadcast. Make sure to tell your friends that we're live right now. Audience in person is sparse. Online, about equal to what we see around us. Not many people watching, home or away. So find somebody you know that wants to watch these girls play softball today, whether you're Merrill, Marshfield, or wherever you are. Let's cheer them on together. Sophie Wendorf, Lexi Olhoff, Addie Schmetzer, Olivia Pierce, Mia Ott, Kaylee Wertala, Emma Frazier, Cassie Kremstreiter, and Katie Heckendorf, as Wendorf did all of it on the field in the top of the inning, and leads off with a base hit here in the bottom of the first. So here's the second baseman now, Lexi Olhoff. Olhoff with a bunt, daring her to the screen. Ball drops in to be strike one. We're sitting right here on the net. We get to see it all right here. So do you at home. Zimmerman winds from the circle. And another foul tip, another foul ball. This one a foul tip. What I know, we've got Rachel sitting next to me, and we need to get Rachel a microphone. I have one. She's got a lot of good questions, but only I can hear them. Oh, off the noggin of Olhoff and hit by pitch. Runners on first and second for the Jays. It was a good use of her head. Addie Schmelzer now, third baseman. But a chance for the Blue Jays here in the bottom of the first. Strike on the Hall of Fame black. Extension and flexion. Rachel says everybody should practice that with their hands. Okay. Yeah, good. Do it. Low for a ball. Wendorf on second, Olhoff on first. This one will be spoiled foul. I mentioned here in Mauston, Columbus Catholic baseball scheduled. Underline that word, please. Scheduled at 3:45. There is rain in the forecast. But the game is scheduled. Cale Jacoby, if the game happens, will be on the call. Just, I don't know, about 400 yards west of here. Same complex. Same facility, just on the baseball diamonds on the other side of it. Next pitch coming to Schmelzer. Schmelzer into left field. Wendorf will make the turn to home, and it's an RBI base hit for the third baseman, Addie Schmelzer. Good base running there from Wendorf. Scores from second. Olhoff moves one station, and it's 1-0 Blue Jays. Ball low. Ag Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. Loans, leases, crop insurance, tax records, they have you covered. Contact Ag Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. This one is driven by Pierce. That's going to get to the wall. One run is in. Here comes Schmelzer, and it's going to be an inside the park home run for Pierce. Pierce put a charge into it, clears the bases and herself, and it's 4-0 Blue Jays. That got over the head of the left fielder, Schlafke, on a well-struck ball. So here's Mia Ott now. Base is cleared, and still nobody out. Had 4 batters. Everybody scored. Again, if you're just joining us, Pierce with an inside the park home run, 3 RBI on the trip around the bases. Off-speed pitch floats in for a strike to Ott. Kind of. Again, Rachel's got a lot of good questions. If she would, the microphone's right there. I want everybody to hear them because I think they're interesting for a lot of people. I know all the answers to everything you're asking me. And other people would like to know your questions so they can get the answers as well. Swing and a miss from Ott. Now, I don't know. I think there's a lot of what you're asking that people may not know or just want more information on, or a reminder, a refresher. Well, I wish you would talk into the microphone. It would help everybody. And strike 3 called as Ott goes down looking as a Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro, like it never even happened. So 1 out in the books, and Kayla Wertala will ground out, and 2 down now, just like that. That brings up the designated player, Emma Frazier. Seventh batter of the inning here for the Blue Jays. Rachel just asked another question that I know the answer to, and just doesn't want to share with everybody. That's a shame. Low for a ball from Zimmerman. And Olivia Pierce inside the park home run. That accounted for 3 of the runs in the inning. Addie Schmelzer with an RBI base hit. This one grounded over to Yaboa at first. She'll place the tag on Frazier. That's a 3 unassisted in your scorebook at home. And we have played 1 full inning of softball here in Game 3 of 3 for these Dons in Boston. And Dons with work to do. Merrill leads 4-0 after 1 complete on Zaleski Sports.
Mall Furniture has every type of chair you can think of. Lazy Boy, Best Swivel, Queen Anne, Marshfield, all types of lift chairs. We have it all. All are ready to pick up and take home today. Mall Furniture sells locally made products and is proud to serve Central Wisconsin. We've been family owned and operated for over 45 years and looking forward to many more. Have a look at us online at mallfurniturewi.com.
Mall Furniture, where value is yours.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. Back here to Boston. Wind picking up just a bit. Feels like it's blowing at us from center field. There was just a slight breeze when we first got here a little over an hour ago, and now it's picked up, which can only mean one thing. Weather is on the way. Shelby Spada, Sienna Adler, and Mateo Schlafke due up for the Dons as Schilke zips in a strike. The second inning is underway. Dons come in with a record of 2-1. Merrill 1-3 on the year. Matter of fact, Merrill just picked up their first win yesterday over Anago. Late afternoon ball game. Spada starts off with a base hit, and the designated player, Sienna Adler, is up. Allie Cron, manager for the Blue Jays. I mentioned in the pregame, Troy Zimmerman heads up this Columbus Catholic Dons squad. This one is hit on the air, shallow center. The wind is going to blow it back in, and the grab is made there by Alexi Olhoff for the first out of the inning. Now the left fielder, Mateo Schlafke. That one bounces in, and that'll let Shelby move down to second. Got a mental block on this right away. Spada, Spada. Let us know. Let me know. Somebody comment in here. I think Mom is here, but I'm a little busy right now. Somebody comment in. Let me know. Schlafke rolls that one over to Wendorf at short. And Spada is going to move down, take the base at third. Rachel shows just a little bit of rain. Looks like it's going to go north, though. If it does come here, it's just a little bit. Should be able to keep everything running. Raya Daringer now. Daringer taps that one foul back to right into the hands of Allie Crone in the Merrill dugout. And number 8 hitter, right fielder Daringer. Looking to drive in Spada on first. And I say that name's a mental block because I asked Coach Zimmerman before the game. I thought I knew it. And maybe I'm getting it right. I'll get it right, though, the next time I'm here calling a game for these Dons, wherever they are, wherever they will be. Yeah, long. Just tell me long A or short A on that first one. Microphone only, miss. Otherwise, we're ignoring Rachel for the rest of the time here. Schilke winds it up, and this is going to get through. RBI base hit for Raya Daringer. Comes through with a 2-out base hit. And Spada scores. It's good production out of your 8-hitter. The Dons are on the board here on this Saturday, April 15th. Again, game 3 of 3 for the Dons. 2 yesterday. Split a pair yesterday, including, Anago got the best of Columbus Catholic yesterday, dealt the Dons its first loss of the season. So Caitlin Casperson, shortstop, and this one will roll foul. Well, the good news is the audience has more than doubled online. Wasn't a whole lot to begin with, though. So we can double it again. So those of you that have joined, thanks for joining. We appreciate you watching this broadcast today. This one is ripped and fair right on the line. Here comes Daringer into third. They'll send Daringer. Is there some trouble? The ball bounces around in the corner. And it's an RBI double for Caitlin Casperson. Raya Daringer scores all the way from first. Again, that ball bounced around in the corner out there. Olivia Pierce had a little bit of trouble tracking it down, and that gave Daringer all the time she needed to zip around from first into score. So back to the top now, Sierra Daringer. Older sister, stolen base attempt from Casperson, and she's in. Stolen base for Caitlin Casperson. So she joins sister Sam with the stolen base here today. And this one back up the box. RBI base hit for Sierra Daringer. Here come the Dons. And Coach Allie Crone comes out of the dugout. And a substitution will come in here. 24 for 10, we're being told. So Kana Orchek will come in to pitch. As Schilke is lifted here in the second inning. So Schilke goes an inning and 2/3. Gives up 3 runs. The runner on second, Sierra Daringer, is the responsibility of Schilke. Nope, I'm wrong here. 15 pitching, so that was... So double switch. Addie Schmelzer is now in the circle. Kana Orchek will take her place at third. There we go. So Orchek at third in the game. Coming out of the dugout to play third. Schmelzer goes from third to the circle, and Schilke goes from the circle to the dugout. It's varsity sports, Rachel. You play to win the game. No. So Sam Casperson now looking to keep the inning alive for the Dons. Ball upstairs and outside. Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, yeah, I was in the middle of saying, I think we can double this audience again. And now is the best time to tell all your friends, neighbors, and strangers. Live sports are on Zaleski Sports. The reason you're watching, whether they're cheering for one or more of these girls, let somebody else know, too, that knows, or even if they don't know these girls, tell them. We got free sports on a Saturday afternoon here with the Godfather, Dan calls me. Jason Zaleski. We've got baseball in Stevens Point right now live. Pacelli softball live. And again, Columbus Catholic baseball coming up at 3:45 should the weather allow. That one is a wild pitch. That'll send Sierra Daringer down to second. I already had her at second, so I was just predicting the future. And this one is belted into left field and will be caught there for the final out of the inning. But the Dons come back to life here in this second inning. They score 3. They leave 1 stranded. But they score 3, and it's a 1-run game here in Mauston. Bottom of the second inning coming up next on Zaleski Sports.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
Really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? Do they make sure that you're comfortable? And that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has. My best interest in mind always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Bottom of the second inning here in Mawson, Cassie Kremstreiter, Katie Heckendorf, and then back to the top of the order, Sophie Wendorf all due up for the Blue Jays as we come to bottom of inning number 2. Columbus scores 3 in the top half of the inning. And a 1-run game here in Boston. Strike on the outside corner, twirled in by Zimmerman. And Kremstrider rolls that one over to third. Kasperson, Sam, fires over to first for out number 1. Catcher now, Katie Heckendorf. And that one at the letters for strike 1. So thanks for joining us on the broadcast today. Again, you can plan your day around Zaleski Sports. Just go over to the website, zaleskisports.com, click weekly schedule, and plan your day and your week. Find out all of our broadcasts. Heckendorf with the base hit. Now the leadoff hitter, shortstop Sophie Wendorf. But 3 games live right now. Pacelli baseball and softball, Columbus Catholic softball. Don's baseball coming up at 3:45. Weather moving in, though. We shall see. This one over and gets under the glove of Caitlin Kasperson at short. The hit and run, it was Heckendorf on the run to second. That caused Kasperson to make that that first move with her left foot towards the bag at second. And the ball hit just where she had left her shortstop spot by Wendorf. So second baseman now Lexi Olhoff with runners on first and second. Bunt is laid down. Zimmerman will field, throws to Yaboa and out. Bang, bang play, and the throw comes over. It's missed. Now the throw coming home, and the error will bring a Blue Jays run in. So the 1-3 put out puts out number 2 on the board, but then the throw over by Yaboa goes over the head of Kasperson at third. And on the scramble, Blue Jays bring a run in the way of Katie Heckendorf. Heckendorf advanced on that bunt to third, and on the missed throw comes in to score. Wendorf lands at third base after all that. And Hattie Schmelzer now at the plate. Coach Troy Zimmerman likely in practice to go through that scenario. And next practice, and probably tells his infield, make the out and then walk the ball into the circle. With a runner going to third, probably going to tell his girls not to make that throw, and instead just eat it, walk it into the circle, and take on the next batter. Strike at the letter. Zimmerman has found the top of the strike zone here and using it well. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to the third baseman, Schmelzer. There's Zimmerman on the 2-2. Off-speed pitch. Got under it, did Schmelzer. Zimmerman calls for it and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. The run brings in 1 for the Blue Jays. And they leave 1 stranded as we leave behind the second inning. Merrill 5, Columbus Catholic 3 on Zaleski Sports.
For years, our Stone Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Stone Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Stone Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
All right, back here, top of the third inning. Haley Zimmerman, Okusi Yoboa, and Shelby Spada all due up here in the third for the Dons. 3, 4, 5 in the order. So you look for runs. The 3, 4, 5 should be a place where you can look. Again, Addie Schmelzer in the circle, beginning her first full inning of work. Coming on for Schilke, who went an inning and 2/3. Gave up 3 runs, and that'll be the end of that is the end of her line there. No walks, no strikeouts, 3 earned runs, a couple of base hits. That one rifled into the adjacent field. Still no game going on in that field. It's the only field. There's 4 softball diamonds, 4 baseball diamonds. The only field that's not being used here. It's just right across from first base to our right. Zimmerman pops this one up, and right behind me. I should have had Graham Olson's fishing net that was in the press box at Hackman last night, called Marshfield Merrill. I've called Merrill Blue Jays now 2 days in a row. Baseball yesterday, softball today. Marshfield Senior High, Marshfield Tigers, winners yesterday. Baseball over Merrill, 5-3. This one hit into shallow center field. Wendorf back in an over-the-shoulder catch, basket catch made by Wendorf, and a beauty. Now Yoboa, as the foul ball comes back into play. So Marshfield completes the season baseball sweep over Merrill, 4-3 earlier in the week, 5-3 yesterday. Tigers likely not going to see the Blue Jays again this year. Actually, they won't, right? Different baseball divisions, so won't. Interesting there, too. Merrill baseball, it was their home game yesterday. Originally scheduled for Thursday, they play home in Marshfield yesterday because they're diamond underwater and under a lot of water. Olhoff flips to first for out number 2. So very unusual to have a visiting team be the home team, but that was the case yesterday. Home team on the scoreboard and, in the batting order, but everything else about it was Marshfield, including the win. Shelby Spada now. Singled and scored an inning ago. And first one from Schmelzer comes in low. Spada's got the shirt, sun's out, guns out. Sleeves rolled all the way up. More clouds than sun now, though. Ball misses away. Yeah, it'd be a good time for eye black. The light coming in and out of the clouds. This would be the right time for it. But overcast. If I had to put a percentage on it, we're at about 97% clouds right now. Unfortunately, says Rachel. The sun rays still come through, though. Yep, many people don't know that. And bunt is shown, bunted foul. And I thought that was strike 2 already. Now it is, okay. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes from Schmelzer to Spada, and bounces in. Everybody behind the plate jumping out of the way. That ball spiked into the turf. Because that'll bounce up proper. It'll have a true bounce off the turf. A little bit different than dirt, especially in the batter's box. You dig in and you get all those weird angles. This one into straightaway center field. Diving catch, not able to come up with it. Wirtala, Wirtala? I got WIRTALA, but Wirtala not able to come up with it. And Spada will roll into second. That brings up the designated player, Sienna Adler. That one tipped straight back at us. Viaduct Bar in Marshfield, juicy half-pound burgers every day, and Fish Fry Friday. Now, you'll have to wait 6 days for that, but Fish Fry Friday at the Viaduct is always good. Juicy half-pound burgers all the time. Head on into the Viaduct Bar and Grill of Marshfield. This one hits softly into center field. That's going to get down. Turning from home is Spada, and an RBI base hit for Sienna Adler. Get it right there eventually. There's a Sierra on the team and a Sienna. I got them all straightened out now. So Dons closed the gap to 1 as they did in the second inning. Now the left fielder, Mateo Schlafke. Fouled straight back at me. So Rachel's asked about the catcher moving left and right. So the pitch is called, and the pitch also gets a location call with it. So the catcher is asking the pitcher to throw here, here, or here, and with this style of pitch. The home plate umpire will move around to get the best look at that ball coming in to accurately call balls and strikes. The 5-3 put out or check. Fires over to first and the final out, but the Dons do get 1. They trail by 1. Bottom of the third. Blue Jays coming up right after this on Zaleski Sports. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Blue Jays in the third. 4, 5, 6 in the order. Pierce, Ott, and Wirtala. And wind picks up here in Mauston. Rain on its way. We'll keep this son of a gun rolling as long as we can. Hey gang, it's the Spring Yard Cleanup event at Fleet Farm going on now. So after this game and before you turn on Don's Baseball at 3:45, head down to Fleet Farm and get everything you need. Soil, landscape, mulch, seed, the whole works. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. This one will land in left center field, be a leadoff base hit for Olivia Pierce. Take our second look here at Mia Ott, called out on strikes in the first inning. Back up here in the third. Mike Wendlandt on the call, Pacelli baseball. Jack Weber on the call right now, Pacelli softball. You get me, Jason Zaleski here. This one will get into the screen and foul. And then if baseball happens, 3:45, Cale Jacoby. Give you Columbus Catholic and St. Croix Falls baseball. The Saints, yeah, St. Croix Falls. Don split a pair yesterday. In the process, picking up their first win of the season. Looking for another one today. And these Dons of the softball kind coming in at 2-1. Merrill 1-3 on the year. And Coach Allie Crone, Merrill asked her what her record was. She said, well, first I got to sort out all the games that got postponed. And then I'll tell you. Low for a ball. 3-1 the count here in Mauston. First baseman Mia Ott. Pierce on the bag at first. Here's the 3-1. And low for ball 4. The first walk of the day issued by Zimmerman. A strikeout and a walk now on the stat line for today's starting pitcher, Haley Zimmerman. So Kaylee Wertala shows bunt, pulls it back, and ball squirts free from Daringer. She fires down to third, and the pass ball is going to move everybody up 1. The other thing I'll tell Rachel or anybody else at home or at the ballpark looking to learn more about the rules and how it goes is keep the scorebook. And that teaches you a lot. That's how I learned almost all of this. Just keeping the scorebook. Because what happens is each batter comes up and then something happens and then you say, okay, well, what is that? And then the next one, well, what is that? And then you start writing down all the what is that's in the book. And then by the end of the game, most of the rules are discovered by keeping the scorebook at a baseball and softball game. It can happen anytime. And if you don't have anybody there to teach you, in the front of the book, every book I've ever seen, are the instructions. The wild pitch and coming home is Pierce. So Dons give back the run they scored on the top of the inning. Yeah, right. Nowadays, there are YouTube videos. Probably the Khan Academy for keeping a baseball, softball book. But it's all right here in the front. I mean, if you can read, you can do it. Yeah, or somebody to pass down the knowledge. I'm willing right now. I'll just slide this over to Rachel. You do not know how to keep the book. There's no way. Wertala draws a walk, back-to-back walks now issued by Zimmerman. And runners on the corners for Emma Frazier. Emma grounded over to Yaboa back in the first inning. That actually ended the first. Third inning, bottom of the third here, nobody out. And there will be no throw as we'll give Wertala the stolen base. Some might score that defensive indifference. I believe she had the base stolen on Zimmerman's delivery, so that's one of those things that you can, scorekeepers might disagree. I'm a little more liberal. I like there to be good stats in the book. Frazier sees a strike come in from Zimmerman. Especially at the high school varsity level, kind of give these kids the benefit of the doubt. Oh, I mean, a little. I'm not going to go bonkers. But I'm willing to kind of give the benefit of the doubt. That one is going to drop into right field. That's going to bring in a 2 RBI base hit for Emma Frazier. Hit them where they ain't. That is the name of the game. Well, that's what that's how the saying goes, right? That's not proper English for me, but that's how the saying goes. Cassie Kremstrider. So, one in Rome. That's what they say in Rome. So, just kind of go with it. Kremstrider grounded out to third. Back in the second. Zimmerman gets her to swing over the top. Daringer wanted to fire down to Yaboa at first, but Yaboa wasn't covering the bag, and they have a discussion about that. Daringer thought she had Frazier off the bag at first. Kremstrider ushers that ball low. Right? Ushers it, walks it right down the aisle, and sits it down low for a ball. Here's the pitch from Zimmerman. Right down the middle, fouled. Right through the Columbus Catholic on deck circle. I'm behind on a couple runs here. 8-4 the score. Bottom of the third. There we go. Well, I did. It's right in my book. I know Joe Anderson, who was here yesterday. There are scoreboards here. That usually helps people like us, but they don't. Swing and a miss. Caught third strike. Second strikeout of the day for Zimmerman. So, I don't want to get into this here. I was maybe going to do a special show about the facility here and in Wisconsin Dells. You see, I'm not saying it by name because I'm not very happy with it, so I'm just going to leave it there. But for whatever reason, the facility doesn't trust the softball teams to keep the scoreboard. At baseball, they give them the score machine, right? The score box, and yeah, right over at baseball, just a few feet down here. That's right. The boys get to keep score on the scoreboards. The girls don't. The teams are in charge though of punching the numbers on that box, on that electrical box that keeps the scoreboard updated. So baseball just a couple hundred feet away. They give those to the boys for baseball, and the teams keep track of the score and put the score on the scoreboard. Here at softball, they don't. It's ridiculous. And again, I kind of got to. Going to just keep it to softball to this game today. Wind will blow this one way out of play. But yeah, I mean that's ridiculous, right? You let the baseball teams keep score on the scoreboard, and you don't give the score boxes to the softball teams to keep score on the scoreboard. It's just stupid. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I know it for a fact. The wind picks up. This one over at third. Casperson fires over to Yoboa, but back to the bag in time is Frazier. But Katie Heckendorf pops out to Casperson at third for the second out of the inning. Yeah, wind is howling. Rain is coming. Top of the order now, Sophie Wendorf. Third time up for Wendorf, and our umpire's our third team on the field is going to come in and have a chat. And not sure what the discussion is. We'll, if there is a change, we will find out what it is. And so they keep the out. I'm not sure why there was a question about that pop-out being caught, but I guess for some reason there was. So they confer and say, yep, it was caught. So Wendorf now. Ball one to Wendorf. 2 for 2, 2 base hits, a run scored for the shortstop. Off-speed pitch, Wendorf out in front of it. Zimmerman will charge, throw, and out is the call. As the Dons beat Wendorf to the bag by a step. Another 1-3 putout, and the third out of the inning. But Merrill strikes for 3 in the third. 8-4 Merrill on Zaleski Sports.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Back here in Mauston, fourth inning about to get underway. Raya Daringer, Caitlin Casperson, and Sierra Daringer. 8-9-1 for the Dons. Dons have responded in the each of the last 2 innings. 3 in the second, 1 in the third. They gave up 1 in the top of the third inning and then gave back 3 to the Blue Jays, so 8-4. So we stand here in the fourth inning. 40-some minutes into this one. Second full inning of work now for Addie Schmelzer. Again, if you're just joining us, Danny Schilke went an inning and 2/3. Dons chased her after scoring 3 in the second. Schmelzer's come in, gave up just the 1 run in the third, and now in the fourth inning. And that's a foul, and that went off of the wrist of Derringer as she went to bunt right off the right wrist as she put that ball up, came right under the tender part on the outside of your wrist as you turn your wrist upside down, kind of palm up, and hit the, I guess technically that's the outside, right? If your arm is laying flat, the outside of the wrist. But that's the tender part, right where that bone sticks out on the outside of your wrist. That's where it hit Raya Derringer. As she she offered at it, so it is a strike. Coach Zimmerman comes to check on his right fielder, and she says, "Yeah, Coach, I'll give him my best shot here. Keep me in." Nurse Rachel talks about the swelling. Yep, that's part of sports. Things are going to get broken. Things are going to get hurt. Things are going to be ow. No balls, 2 strikes. It's the commitment you make when you play athletics. Boy, I thought that was just strike 2, but okay. So Derringer goes down swinging. Caitlin Casperson now. I don't think she took herself out. I just missed a strike. And Caitlin swings at the high riser from Schmelzer. That one fouled straight back. Right into your living room that one came, or if you're over at the viaduct watching, came right into your stool. Stone Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen within just 1 week. Countertops, backsplashes, flooring, cabinets, everything else you find in your kitchen. Stone Innovations takes care of it all. Fabrication, design, and installation. For your next kitchen or bathroom, look to Stone Innovations in Plover. That one misses high. Merrill with 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the third. That's the 8. Columbus Catholic, 3 in the second, 1 in the third. That's the 4. And right down the middle, Schmelzer blows it past Casperson for out number 2. So back-to-back strikeouts for Addie Schmelzer. Yep, a couple of raindrops coming in. And I think they're being carried in from the wind. Yeah. Keep the broadcast up for as long as we can, I promise. But all the technology here does need to get protected at some point, but we're okay right now. Hopefully it's just a bunch of nothing and it passes by. Here's the catcher, Sierra Derringer. And spoils one on the outside corner. Find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. No matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save yourself some time and find your next employer at expresspros.com. And Derringer into right center. That drifting, and that's going to get down. Derringer makes the turn. And a 2-out sliding double for Sierra Derringer. That, Rachel says, was a textbook slide. It's the one I demonstrated a few years ago. Thanks to our game day sponsors, Hawkins Ash, Traxler Transport, Woodfield Inn and Suites, and Rems Funeral Home, as our umpire asks for the bat discarded by Derringer to be taken out of the on-deck circle where it was lying unattended all by its lonesome over there. Yeah, where is the bad boy? Good question. Yeah. Yeah, some teams have a girl, a boy. Some of the minor league teams, some of the entertainment kind of teams, they got a dog, comes out and gets the bat. Sam Casperson here batting. That one to be lifted into the net. Crystal Finishing Systems, a family-owned business, now hiring for both their Weston and Mosney locations. Openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and much, much more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com. Sam Casperson, a question about the numbered system on her wrist, so gets clarification from manager Troy Zimmerman, coaching down at third base. So gets the clarification. Now on the other side, Schmelzer takes a look at her wrist numbering system, and it's a steal and stolen base for Sierra Deringer. So the clarification there needed because it was a called, I think maybe even a hit and run, if nothing else, called for Deringer to steal that base. But it was a pitch that Casperson had really no chance at hitting. So sometimes you call the hit and run and you can't hit it. It's just an unhittable pitch. But usually if it's unhittable, the catcher's out of position, and then you can steal the base because the catcher's not in a position to throw down. So it all works. Another one fouled back by Casperson. Two outs, 2-2 the count. Deringer on third. Don's looking to keep the scoring streak going. Scored in the second and the third. Would like at least one here in this fourth. Casperson hits it into center field, coming on, and the Dons will not score as Kaylee Wertala comes in and makes a fine play in center field for out number 3. Bottom of the fourth coming up right after this on Zaleski Sports.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net. Back here to Mauston, and a pitching change for the Dons. Haley Zimmerman will move from the circle to first, and Akusa Yaboa will come in and twirl from the circle for the Dons here. It's the bottom of the fourth inning, just about ready to get underway. H&S Manufacturing in Marshfield is hiring. H&S offers top wages along with a very generous benefits package. Get health, dental, life, disability, 401k, cash bonus, $2 shift bonus, and vacation that has you starting it on day one. Looking for welders, painters, and assemblers. Both first and second shift. Apply online at hsmfgco.com. That's H&S Manufacturing of Marshfield. So for the Blue Jays, 2, 3, 4 in the order. Lexi Olhoff now. Addie Schmelzer, Olivia Pierce, all scheduled to appear here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And Yaboa blows the speed ball past her. Bruce Springsteen, Glory Days. Foul back. Quickly, no balls, 2 strikes to the second baseman, Olhoff. Now the 0-2 from Yaboa. That one will get into the screen. Don's coaching staff in the dugout, shading the center fielder. Take 2 steps here, 1 step there. That is Shelby Spada out there. Spada now playing more in left field, or left center, and then a line drive handled by Sam Casperson. Hit on a rope right to Sam. 1 up, 1 down. So pitcher Addie Schmelzer now. Those sprinkles I talked about in the top of the inning have disappeared. And now we probably jinxed ourselves. Downpour coming. Strike at the knees to Schmelzer. Nice placement there by Yaboa. Hit the low away corner of the zone. That one bounces in. 2 balls and a strike to Schmelzer. Wind, though, continues to whistle through here at field number 7. That one misses away. Three balls and a strike to Schmelzer. And Yaboa misses. So 1-out walk issued to Schmelzer, sorry. That'll bring up the left fielder, Olivia Pierce. And time is called. What do we got here? Runner coming in for Schmelzer. And 10 is running, and they didn't give me a 10 on the roster today. So if you know who 10 is from Merrill, let me know. I'll pass it along. But yeah, didn't give me a 10 on the roster. I got a 1. I got an 11. But we are bereft of a 10. Okay, well, runner anyway out there. Now the left fielder Pierce will step in. Blue Jays have scored in every inning here in this game. This one is hit to straightaway center. Spada coming in, makes the catch, and will throw, and that ball is wide to the mark over at first. But no problem. Runner will stay there. Nice catch by Spada out in center field for the first out. I'm sorry, for the second out of the inning. There we go. So 2 down. And the first baseman, Mia Ott. Strikeout and a walk today for Ott. On that walk an inning ago, did come in and score. And strike on the inside corner. Nice pitch there from Yaboa. That one bounces in. The wild pitch will send the runner down to second. Runner on second here in the inning, in scoring position for Ott, and she offered for strike 2. Boa here with a chance to get her Dons back in the dugout, and that one just missed away. Derringer attempted to frame it. Their home plate umpire too wise for that kind of action. Now the 2-2 coming in. And that will be hit softly up the line. There'll be no play to be made there. And Ott will get an infield base hit out of it. Nothing the Dons could do there. That ball just weakly hit. Just landed in fair territory outside of the batter's box and then just kind of rolled up the turf on the third base line. The ball probably traveled about 12 feet in total. So not much you can do there except deal with Kaylee Wertala. Throw down to third. That's going to get into left field. And the runner on third will stay. Ott will take advantage of the action and head down to second. Tough play to be made, and sports are a lesson for everybody. E5 there. Tough play, though. This one hit on Zimmerman's side of the field and will land just out of play. Zimmerman gave chase, along with Callahan from second, but neither able to, one, get there, and then the second step then would have had to have been reaching over the fence to grab that ball. That would have been some kind of play. So Wertala will come back in the box and face another offering from Yeboah. And miss. Hit the inside corner for a strike. There we go. So ball and 2 strikes now to Wertala. This one hits softly in foul territory. Derringer dives and not able to come up with it. A great effort there from behind the plate. Sierra Derringer unleashing the helmet and laying out for it. Just not able to get all the way over there. She's back-to-back, opportunities for the Dons to make. If those plays are made, those are probably number 1 season highlight. But giving efforts. Coach Zimmerman comes out of the dugouts. Talk to his catcher Derringer, and Sierra's got helmet and glove in hand headed into the dugout. I'm not sure if they're making a change at catcher. So Derringer's in the dugout. And checking on their catcher, that left arm may have got maybe some rug burn on it. It kind of got caught under her as she dove. She dove for that ball. So maybe just a little bit of rug burn. They work on Derringer off to our right, and as they do, I'll remind you, nobody knows potatoes in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms. With roots in Amherst, now based in Hancock, this 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm produces many varieties of chipping potatoes, currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Learn more about the best in the potato business at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. A Band-Aid being applied to the left elbow of Derringer. Again, she laid out for that foul ball and just rug burn. That's the other thing with the turf, though. You do that on a natural grass field, you just get maybe a little grass stain and you're good to go. On the turf, that's it's going to rub your skin right off. Well, that guy just happened to be the one that had the kit, not a medic, I'm sure. The teams just travel with a kit that's got some Band-Aids and tape and some numbing spray in it. Yeah, not a trained, not a first aid kit, no. But it's just got some stuff in it, some tape, Band-Aids. It's got the freeze spray in there. The Band-Aid's already flapping around on the back of her elbow anyway, so that won't stay on. Doesn't need to. All right, what do we got going on here? Wertala. 2-strike offering from Yeboah coming up. Fouls it back. Chicky Tendy's the offering here. Now, there are 2 sets of restrooms. Okay. All right, well. Yep. Or off in the distance, there's some trees. Help yourself out there. Live like the animals do. So being told the boys, the baseball team is here. First pitch, 3:45. Cale Jacoby on the call. Right here on ZaleskiSports.com as Wartala goes down looking. And Yeboah puts an end to it. And for the first time today, Merrill does not score in an inning. Don's coming up top of the fifth right after this on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
3-4-5 for the Dons here in the fifth inning. This is the exact spot they were in the third. And that heart of the order brought in 1 in the third inning. Dons trail by 4 as we begin the fifth inning here in Mauston. Schmelzer on again here in this inning. Again, came on in relief in the second and now has pitched the final out in the second inning. And now third full inning of work for Schmelzer. And that one misses. Wind again continues to circulate here. Some clouds have moved out of the area. This one's going to be hit into the adjacent field off to our right. Yeah, less clouds now than before. Still overcast conditions. But the sun begins to come out to our direction over here. To the south. We're looking southeast here in Mauston from home plate to center field. Inside, Zimmerman steps out of the way. Rachel, bring up the radar for me. We'll take a look at that here in just a second. Give you our prognostications on baseball starting at 3:45. Columbus Catholic and St. Croix Falls. That one misses low. It's a leadoff walk here in the fifth for Zimmerman and the Dons. Yeah, just let it load for a while. See what happens. Yeah, internet's tough out here in the country. We are, as the crow flies, about 2.5 miles northeast of Mauston. What's so funny about that? Well, sure I do. Akusia Yeboah. Well, a crow flies in a straight line. Doesn't have to follow roadways or sidewalks. That's what that saying means. Yeah, I'm not going to say that rain can't just crop up out of anywhere, but for the time being, it looks pretty good for the next few hours. Again, I'm a sports guy. Don't know much about the weather. But from what I do know, looks good for now. But that's the thing about weather. It just does whatever it wants. It can change at any moment. This one bunted foul. That pitch came inside on Yeboah and followed through with a bunt attempt and puts that one into the Merrill on deck circle. But fifth inning of softball anyway. We'll get through this game. That is not in question. We'll just see how many innings baseball gets to play. I hope they get to play them all. So, we make the trip down here. We intend to broadcast the game. We hope they play them all. Cale in a little better shape, though, than we are with baseball. They got a full press box for the baseball diamonds. Here they've got I guess I consider this like an outpost. Yeah, we are, there is a small awning on top of our location here, but it will help with just the sun, it's not going to help with anything else. As Yaboa goes down swinging, Shelby Spada now. 2 for 2, single, double, 2 runs scored. Spada has done a lot here today. Made some nice catches in center. And holds off on the high inside offering from Schmelzer. Rachel said Joe Konieczny is on the property. Yeah, Rachel? Columbus Catholic legend, athletic director, boys basketball coach, all-around good guy. The one, the only Joe Konieczny. I give him an A to an A minus in all those categories. Coach, or somebody said, well, you don't give him an A plus. So Coach Konieczny is going to tell you that there's always room to grow. There's always a way to get better. So I can't give him an A plus because that's a perfection thing. So A minus. But he's in on property. He's got a couple of boys on the baseball team now, or one for sure. Strike called to Spada. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I haven't called a Columbus baseball game yet, so I haven't seen the roster. And swung on a miss. Spada retired for the first time today. Back-to-back strikeouts for Schmelzer. Sienna Adler now. Adler puts this one in play softly. Third base side, long throw across. Coming off the bag and then making the tag is Mia Ott. So not able to stay on the bag, but able to make the out anyway. And that ends it for the Dons here in the 5th inning. Be the Blue Jays coming to bat. Frazier, Kremstreiter, and Heckendorf. 7-8-9 right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Back here to Mauston, getting ready for the Merrill bottom half of the 5th inning. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Yaboa back on here in the 5th, pitch the 4th inning, and pitched a scoreless 4th. Now the 5th inning, designated player Emma Frazier. Frazier steps in. And Yaboa ready. Misses away on the first to Frazier. Third at bat for Frazier today. First time seeing Yaboa. And we'll hit that one up and out of play. And, there's Joe Konieczny right there. He's sitting here watching this game, Rachel. Oh, I thought you just said you saw him near the concession stand walking around. Oh, well. If you would please ask him if he'd like to come and do some color. No, man, I'm being serious. Just ask him real nice. He could say no. Ball comes in low to Frazier. Yeah, Rachel told me he was on property. I didn't know he was here watching. Probably now he's probably grading my work. Knowing I doled out an A- for him. But again, coach is going to tell you you can't be an A+ because you always have something to improve on. There's always room to grow, get better. Strike at the bottom of the zone called to Frazier. Full count for Frazier. Get a little chilly here in Mauston. I'm not cold. This one hit foul territory, right side. Zimmerman, and over the shoulder catch for Zimmerman. My apologies, that was off camera. It was a great catch by Haley Zimmerman. Trust me. In foul territory. So Casey Kremstrider now. Rachel says the last day of summer, the last 4 or 5 days. Hope you enjoyed it. That one bounces in. Rachel says if you turned your air conditioning on the last few days, leave a comment. Just say yes or no. Yes, you did. No, you didn't. Leave a comment in the chat box. Those of you watching on a mobile device, yeah, just type in yes. Listen, I'll make it even easier. You type Y or N. Do one thing, Y or N, if you had your AC on over the last 4 or 5 days. Even if you just turned it on for a few minutes, just kind of do a systems check. Just make sure you're ready for whenever summer might start, sometime in the next, 2 weeks to 4 months. 1 out walk given to Kremstrider. Now the 9-hitter, catcher Katie Heckendorf. Now I got to keep an eye on the chat box. See what people did. We did not. No reason. They turned on the fan a little bit in the evening. Just kind of clear everything out. That one bunted foul by Heckendorf. Yeah, right. Most people had all their windows and doors shut for the 8 to 11 months of winter we had. You open up the house and get all the winter stench out. We were able to do that the last few days, I know. Strike called on the inside corner. But a Y or an N, did you have your AC on any time over the last, call it 4 days? Put that in the chat box. Yeboah to Heckendorf. Strike 3 called. On the Hall of Fame black goes Yeboah for out number 2. Right? Hall of Fame black. Right on the outside of the plate. Yep. Unhittable pitches, really. And they're just enough outside where you're like, that's probably going to be a ball, and then strike is called. And you do that enough, you work your way into the Hall of Fame. Greg Maddux made the Hall of Fame black. It's really the Greg Maddux black now. Just he lived on that outside corner. This one ripped foul. Sophie Wendorf. 2 base hits and a run scored for Wendorf. Looking to keep the Merrill bottom of the 5th going. Hour and 20 minutes into this one. That one may have got away from Yeboah. Ball low. It's still windy. I'm sure you can all hear that at home. Here's what's changed. It used to be blowing at us from right center field. Now it's blowing almost from behind us. The winds have changed. Coming from the north, that's why it's got cooler. The wind is coming in from Canada. Canada doesn't, they don't do anything good in Canada, including giving us cold weather. Yeah, Canadians are the worst. Yeah, because it's true. This one hit into the gap on the right side. That'll roll into right field. And the throw comes across. That's going to allow Wendorf to get down to second. The ball rolls into left field, but the sliding Kremstrider, not able to get up and advance to home. So Wendorf on the base hit, and then the throw that comes all the way through puts Wendorf on second, Kremstrider on third. Runners on the corners now for the Blue Jays. Okay, and we've got Ava Deterts. Detert will bat for Olhoff here in the 5th inning. Outside for ball 1. Don's looking to get back in the dugout without any damage here in the 5th. Merrill looking to tack one, maybe more on. This one hit back into the screen. Okay, we got a couple of comments coming in, Rachel. Don says, if you get to the concession stand at Woodside, try a poopy margarita. I'll explain that in just a minute. He's probably right. Yeah, maybe not. This one bounced back up the middle. That'll get through. 1 run is in. Kremstrider touches home. Here comes Wendorf, and it's a 2-out, 2 RBI pinch hit for Ava Deterts. A nice piece of hitting there for Deterts, and we'll see Addie Schmelzer come up. But Don's not able to avoid damage here in the inning. Let's see here. A poopy margarita, a chocolate shake drink. You didn't see that in there, did you? Yeah, you better go back, Rachel. Go back and take a look. And Bryce watching from Wapaka. Hey, Bryce. Everybody knows Bryce. So, funny story about Bryce. Bryce from Wapaka, for the last, I don't know how many years, been asking for Comets Athletics on Zaleski Sports. We have, we're in the spring now. We're probably about 50 games on the year, Wapaka Comets Athletics. So, Bryce got everything he was asking for plus some. He just wanted to have to one every now and then. Did a full season of football, volleyball, basketball, boys and girls, now baseball, softball. We had Wapaka softball yesterday, a doubleheader sweep over Clintonville. Bryce got more than he bargained for. This one hit softly to Casperson at third. Throw across to Zimmerman is in time. The Dons end the 5th, but not before. The Blue Jays get 2. Merrill 10, Columbus 4 on Zaleski Sports.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
The Midstate Technical College Healthcare Simulation Center, in a partnership with Aspirus, is a state-of-the-art, interdisciplinary healthcare simulation center. It provides specialized spaces and simulation technology equipped with medium and high-fidelity mannequins and other equipment to create complex healthcare training scenarios. Visit our website at mstc.edu/simcenter.
Back to Mauston, top of the 6th inning. Schlafke, Deringer, and Caitlin Casperson. 7, 8, 9 for the Dons here in the 6th as they look for 6. It's a tall hill to climb, but no better time than right now to make the first step up the hill. Get on base. Get base runners, get runs. Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. 4-3 put out, retires Schlafke. And we've got a pinch hitter coming in. Daringer will not bat. And let's see here. I've got that paper here somewhere. Here it is. This will be McKenna Weiss batting. So Weiss will bat here in the 8th spot. And Weiss sees a strike come in from Schmelzer. You know, I kind of like this little booth here. Yeah. Yeah, like a hitching post. I call it an outpost. Yeah, sure. Weiss goes around. I don't have a horse. I am a horse. Everybody's favorite horse, anyway. Yeah, it's a nice little spot. We had this at every ball diamond we went to. That would be pretty good. It's, there are others that are better. I like this, though. This is kind of my style. Kind of lean back, got my arm out the window over here on this side. Weiss goes down swinging. And we got another substitution here, perhaps. Troy Zimmerman is going to let maybe some others come up and take some hacks. Looks like Haley Hargraves is going to get the nod here in the 9 spot. That's what I thought I heard. But maybe not. And maybe yes. 14, sorry, Jaylee Garneau. So Jaylee, not Haley. So Garneau will hit for Casperson. Okay. Low from Schmelzer. Daringer shin guards on, awaits on deck with 2 outs. Looking for pinch hitter Garneau to get on base. Give her a reason to take the shin guards off. Swung on and missed. He's a fan of his phone over there. He was swinging a miss. Got a hour and 15 minutes till first pitch, Columbus Catholic Baseball. So keep it here on Zaleski Sports all day long. Got highlights coming out of our ears on Facebook. All of our Zaleski Sports Facebook channels as strike 3 swinging. Schmelzer records strikeouts in the 2nd and 3rd outs. Got the ground out to start the inning. And a 1-2-3 inning for the Blue Jays. Bottom of the 6th coming up right after this on Zaleski Sports. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli, bacon, cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118. All right, bottom of the 6th inning. Pierce, Ott, and Wertala coming up as I dump my phone overboard. Fell out of the window. Well, at this point, oh yeah, that took a bad ding there. Yeah, at this point, I'm just in line for a new phone. Now it's beyond repair. After that fall, that must, oh yeah, there's concrete down there. I thought that was just grass down there. Smashed on the concrete. So Yeboah, first one to Pierce, and that'll be an E4. That puts Pierce aboard to start the bottom of the sixth for the Fighting. Are the Merrill Blue Jays the Fighting Blue Jays? The Athens Blue Jays are. I don't know if they're the Fighting Blue. I've just always known them as the Blue Jays. Blue Jays are rather prickly birds. They will. Oh yeah, they are. They will fight you. No, the Blue Jays don't. I mean, a Blue Jay knows not to come near me, but it's not a. It's a different story. Mia Ott. My favorite bird is an Oriole. Like the Orioles. Yeah. Orioles are coming, too, by the way. Orioles are on their way. And, yeah, we put out, well, you put out oranges for the Orioles. Some people put out grape jelly. I'm not in. The coons will come get that. So I put out the oranges. And they zip right to the top of the orange. They sit on there, and they take all the juice out of the orange. They're on their way to other places. So they stop by Wisconsin for fuel on their way to wherever they spend the summer because they're only here for a few weeks. And then they're on their way. So we put oranges all over the place and watch the Orioles come in, which should be starting any day now. Well, yeah. Yeah, if there's snow coming, Orioles not a big fan of snow probably, but they do stop by. So runner on, Mia Ott. Inside, and ball 4. So Kaylee Wartala. Kaylee Wartala. That's what I have here. Hopefully it's right. Outside for a ball. Yeboah spins and fires. Outside corner for strike 1. And the dugout cheering for Maddie at the plate. And sure enough, Maddie Gropp batting. Didn't get any notice on that one, but I've got ears like an elephant. Can hear it all. I don't know if the elephant's hearing is that good, but they got big ears. This one is hit into shallow center field. Callahan not able to find the handle out there. Force out still available at third, but that ball is dropped, and every Blue Jay is safe. So Gropp able to hit it where they ain't. Coach Zimmerman asking for infield fly, I think. They're asking something over there. Maybe just asking on the batting order. But I guess everybody was given proper notice of who was batting. They were either asking about the batting or an infield fly there, and infield fly was close. That ball was hit in center field. The wind blew it back, so I don't think that. This one will get down in the outfield. 1 run is in. 2 will come in, a 2 RBI base hit for Emma Frazier. And that is Emma's 4th RBI today. Rachel, that's good. So Gropp moves over to second. And Casey Kremstrider now. And just for a point of order, their 10-run rule is in effect, and that game concluding run right now happens to be standing on the bag at first with nobody out. So just again, point of order. Dons will love, though, nothing more to come up, though, in the 7th inning and have a chance to make a comeback. But they'll have to keep this at 13 or less here in this inning. Low for a ball. And that one misses. Yaboa ready and comes home. That one is high and a walk. So Kremstrider will head out. Bases are loaded for the catcher, Katie Heckendorf. That game concluding run now stands in scoring position at second base. Those of you keeping track of such things at home, the 10-run rule is in effect here in the 6th inning. That one misses low and inside. A lot of noise. The baseball diamond behind us. One of. This one hits softly on the infield. The play will be to second, and 1 run comes in. So Gropp scores. Heckendorf will notch an RBI. 6-4 putout is the first out of the inning. So runners on the corners, and manager Troy Zimmerman going to come out and talk to his girls. We'll just take a quick break. More softball coming up on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Meeting in the circle is done. Coach, manager Troy Zimmerman likely reminding his girls that the run on third, if that comes in, we're done. So let's not let that happen. Bunt shown, and it'll be a stolen base for Heckendorf. Thanks to our game day sponsor, Blues Hair Studio of Marshfield. Blues Hair Studio on North Central Avenue. Make your appointment now for a cut and color, and Blues Hair Studio will get you ready for your best summer look. Blues Hair Studio in Marshfield on North Central Avenue, and this one is hit into left field, and that will do it. Our game has come to an end here as Merrill scores the 14th run, and the 10-run rule brings this one to an end here today, as Sophie Wendorf, as she has all day, another base hit, her first RBI today. And Wendorf making plays from the field and works well from the dish with the stick in her hand and brings this one to a close. So your final score from Mauston, Merrill 14, Columbus Catholic 4. Nasonville Dairy postgame show begins now on Zaleski Sports. Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Here in our Nasonville Dairy post-game show, Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com. You get those cheese curds in Marshfield, you get them in Curtis, or you get them at NasonvilleDairy.com. They put them on the dry ice, which is freezing cold. They ship them right to your house, usually overnight. And you get your cheese and gift sausage platters, packages, snacks, everything at Nasonville Dairy. Get it all right there at NasonvilleDairy.com. Final score here in 6 innings, Merrill 14 and Columbus Catholic 4. We await Columbus Catholic manager Troy Zimmerman to join us here in our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. I saw Coach just walk out of the dugout just a minute ago, and now he's wandering somewhere. Okay. And he's wandering the opposite direction of me. So we're going to shut this one down and bring it to a close. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you have a good rest of your afternoon. Again, Columbus Catholic baseball in 1 hour right here from Mauston. It'll be Cale Jacoby on the call. Please tune in, and Cale will talk to you about Columbus Catholic baseball coming up in 1 hour on Zaleski Sports.